Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian at Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you game number 48 of the King of the Hill tournament. Today we have the 1946 Newark Eagles, stars such as Cyclops, Dr. Cyclops, Max Manning, Pat Patterson, Leon Day, Monty Irvin, Larry Doby, Lenny Pearson. The Newark Eagles will be playing the 1942 New York Yankees. The current Kings of the Hills, they are 3-0. They can move into first place with a win today. They're bringing Phil Rizzuto, Tommy Heinrich, 1942 AL MVP Joe Gordon, Charlie King Kong Keller, Joe DiMaggio, and Tiny Bonham. All right, here's a look at the starting lineups. Pearson, Patterson, Irvin, Doby, Davis, Harvey, Wilkes, Ruffin, and Manning for the Eagles. Rizzuto, Heinrich, DiMaggio, Gordon, Keller, Dickey, Rolfe, Hassett, and Chandler. You can hit pause on your video and write these down if you are scoring at home. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. All right, we have a visitors scoreboard set up here. The visitors home, visitors score, home score, the inning. Over here we have the visitors batters, visitor pitcher, home batters, and home pitcher. I like to roll 6 dice at a time for each half inning. Red, white, and blue I read in that order, and then purple, yellow, green. All right, Lonnie Pearson steps into the box, and Spud Chandler, a grade A pitcher with no modifiers, makes his delivery. The ball's hit on the ground to the shortstop. The scooter, Phil Rizzuto, I believe in his third season, throws over to first. 1 away. Pat Patterson rolls a 4-6, and that is grounded to the first baseman, Buddy Hassett, waves off the pitcher and takes it unassisted. 2 outs. And Monty Irvin rolls a 3-4. That's going to be a fly ball hit to center field. Joe DiMaggio moves to his left, flips down the shades, and makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Eagles in the first inning. 0-0, Yankees coming to bat. We're using basic Apba, and the Newark Eagles defense is fielding column 2. Totals add up to 37. And the Yankees are fielding column 1. The totals add up to 43. Phil Rizzuto steps into the box, and he rolls a 2-3. The delivery from Dr. Cyclops, Max Manning. He is a BYZ pitcher. So 2-3 is a ground ball to first base, picked up by Lonnie Pearson, and he takes it unassisted. 1 down. Tommy Heinrich rolls a 1-4. That's skied to left field, taken by Davis. 2 outs. And now the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio rolls a 4-6, and that's a fly ball to right field. So Dr. Cyclops works his way 1-2-3 through the Yankee order. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Our second baseman, Larry Doby, leads off for the Newark Eagles. 4-2 is a 9 against an 8 pitcher that's popped up on the infield and caught by the first baseman, Buddy Hassett. 1 away. That brings up John Cherokee Davis, who rolls a 4-1. Ground ball to the scooter. Phil Rizzuto scoops and fires across the diamond. 2 up and 2 down for the Eagles in the second. Bob Harvey rolls a 4-1, and that is a ground out to Rizzuto, rinse and repeat. Spud Chandler is retired to the first 6 Eagles. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0. Joe Gordon will lead off the bottom of the second inning. He's a great partner for a great double play combination, probably the leading one in the American League. Gordon at second, Rizzuto at short, 322 hitter in 1942. Dr. Cyclops, Max Manning, has completed his warm-up tosses, and he is ready to deliver to Joe Gordon. 6-3 is the roll, and that is a 36. That's a ground ball. Let's see what that's going to be a. Need an extra die roll. I'm using the ABNRLM ML boards today, and some defensive rolls require an extra roll, and so we roll a 3 on the extra roll, and that is going to be a pop up to the catcher, 1 out. Here is King Kong Killer. His roll is a 2-2, and that's a base hit, first hit in the game for the Yankees. Keller is at first. He is fast. And with 1 out, Bill Dickey will step up to the dish. His roll is a 4-2, 36. And that's a wild pitch. Keller goes to second. Royals had a wild pitch either yesterday or the day before, and the ball bounced right back to Salvi. Runner at third trying to score just walked right into an out. Aroldis Chapman was pitching. So a wild pitch puts Keller at second base. He's in scoring position, and the next roll to Bill Dickey is a 6-3. Fly ball to center field. Seabiscuit Wilkes is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. And the batter is Red Rolf. Rolf rolls a 2-1, and that's a fly ball to right field. So the Yankees get a hit. They advance the runner, but don't score. Go to the top of the third. 0-0. James Wilkes, we're at the bottom of the order. James Wilkes, Ruffin, and Manning are the hitters due up for Newark. Wilkes rolls a 2-1, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, first strikeout for Spud Chandler. 1 down. Charles Ruffin rolls a 4-6. That's a ground ball to first base. Picked up by Buddy Hassett. Takes it to the bag unassisted. 2 outs. And now Max Manning is the batter. His roll is a 2-6, and that is a ground ball to third base. Red Wolf picks it and sidearm throw across the diamond in time. 3 outs for the Eagles. We are at the bottom of the third. Still 0-0. All right, Buddy Hassett, former Brooklyn Dodger, leads off for the Yankees. He rolls a 3-4. That's a fly ball to Wilkes in center field. 1 down. Spud Chandler comes up. He rolls a 2-3. That's a ground ball to first base. 2 outs. And back to the top of the order, and Phil Rizzuto. His roll is a 1-6, and that's a ground out to the shortstop, Monty Irvin. Roll a fourth, 0-0. It's been 9 up and 9 down. Spud Chandler is on his game. Right-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 180 pounds, from Commerce, Georgia, pitching to Lonnie Pearson. 1-3 roll is a base on balls. And that's the first base runner for the Eagles. Pearson had 18 steals. And that's a reduced number of games. Negro League teams stats only counting for league games that are playing against league teams. But about 75 games. So in a half a season, he had 18 steals. Pearson's at first with nobody out. The roll to Andrew Patterson is a 1-5. That's a 10. Base hit for Patterson. And Pearson will round second. He'll go to third. Patterson can steal on the next pitch. And there he goes. He is safe. 2 strikes on the batter, runners on second and third. Nobody out. All right, Marty Irvin's the batter, 369 hitter. He rolls a 5-1. Infield's playing back. And that's a 7. Against an A pitcher, it's going to be a single. 1 run scores. Wait a minute, no, second, it should be second and third. I'm reading the wrong page. Hang on just a second. That's the base. It's not going to be a single, it's going to be a fly out. That grade A on Chandler is going to change that into a fly out. It's deep enough to score Pearson for third. Fly out was to left field. Sac fly, and also Pedersen tags up and goes to third. Eagles take a 1-0 lead here in the 4th inning. Batter is Larry Doby. That middle infield combination for Newark, Irvin was a 369 hitter in 1946. Doby hit 365. All right, the roll to Larry Doby is a 5-4. That's a fly ball to right field. And that fly ball will be deep enough. The runner will score unless he's slow, and Patterson is not slow. So it is now 2-0 Newark as a result of 2 sacrifice flies. 2 outs in the inning. And the batter is Cherokee Davis. Davis led the Eagles in home runs in 1946 with 8 in 62 games. All right, to pitch to Davis is a 2-3, and that's a fly out to left field that ends the inning. So we get a walk, a single, stolen base, and then 3 flyouts produce 2 runs on 1 hit. Bottom of the 4th, Newark 2 and the Yankees nothing. All right, Max Manning returns to the mound with a 2-run lead. He had a 12-year career. Started in 1939, pitched to 1950. He'll be facing middle of the Yankee order, Heinrich, DiMaggio, and Gordon in the last of the 4th inning. Tommy Heinrich draws a walk. Oh, excuse me, that's a pop out. Excuse me, pop out to the catcher. I read the numbers backwards. It's a 6-5 roll. 1 down. Here's Joe DiMaggio. 3-3 roll for DiMaggio. That's a ball struck to the alley in left field between Wilkes and Davis. It's going to roll to a wall. DiMaggio will slide into second with a double. First extra base hit in the game. He's in scoring position with 1 down, and Joe Gordon. Gordon rolls a 4-2. Let's see, I think that's a walk. It is. Ball 4. Gordon takes first. First and second, Yankees. Here's Charlie Keller. Keller's roll is a 4-6. And that's going to require an extra die roll. It's a 1. And the runner is out at first. Everybody advances 1 base. So ground out to the pitcher, score a 1-3. DiMaggio goes to third. Gordon goes to second. Now second, third with 2 away. If I'd rolled a 4 through 6, that would have been a double play. All right, the next batter is Bill Dickey. His roll is a 3-1, and that is a 9 against a B pitcher. And that's going to be a fly out or 2 outs, that's a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. So the Yankees threaten, but don't score. We are at the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 Newark Eagles. Outfielder Bob Harvey, who rolled out the shortstop his first time up, will lead off for the Eagles in the top of the 5th inning. He rolls a 1-3, and that's going to be a base on balls. So Chandler was sounding wrong. He retired his first 9, but had trouble in the 4th. Walks the leadoff batter here in the 5th inning. Here's Seabiscuit Wilkes. He rolls a 5-6, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, Chandler's second strikeout in the game. Charles Ruffin, the catcher. He rolls a 1-5. And that pitch has popped up high on the infield. The scooter, Phil Rizzuto, takes charge and puts it away. 2 outs. Another pitcher, Max Manning. Manning rolls a 6-1, and that is a ground ball to shortstop. The scooter throws to first. 3 outs. No runs, hits, or errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the Newark Eagles 2 and the New York Yankees 0. Rolf, Hassett, and Chandler set the bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rolf rolls a 4-5, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. First time the Yankees have had their leadoff batter on. Here is Buddy Hassett, left-handed batter, facing the right-handed pitcher, Dr. Cyclops. His roll is a 4-5. 2 balls and no strikes. Next roll is a 6-2. And that's a fly ball hit to right field, taken by Bob Harvey. Runner holds, 1 out, and now the pitcher, Spud Chandler, comes up with 1 out. He rolls a 1-4. That's flied to left field, 2 outs. Top of the order, and Phil Rizzuto. His roll is a 3-5. 9 against a B pitcher is going to be a base hit for the scooter. Rolf will hold at second base. The Yankees have first and second with 2 outs. Tommy Heinrich, he rolls a 6-3, and that's a fly ball high to center field, and that's going to be caught by Seabiscuit Wilkes. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's the Eagles 2 and the Yankees 0. Spud Chandler returns to the mound. He trails by 2 runs. He played his entire career with the New York Yankees from 1937 through 47. He was the American League's most valuable player in 1943 when he went 21-4. He'll be pitching to Lonnie Pearson. 6-1 roll is a ground ball to the shortstop. The scooter throws to first. Pearson's the first out. Here is Pat Patterson. 5-3 is his roll. 21. The play result is, let's see, ground ball to first base, who flips to Chandler covering. 2 outs. And now Monty Irvin. His roll is a 2-5, and that's a base hit for Monty Irvin. Irvin is 1 for 2. He also has a sacrifice fly, driving in a run. 2 outs, runner at first. Larry Doby's the batter. His roll is a 4-4. And Larry Doby gets a base hit, I believe. Nope. Off the A pitcher, that A turns it into the ground out to third base. So no runs on a hit. Bottom of the 6th inning, New York Eagles 2, Yankees 0. All right, Max Manning returns to the mound. He had a few nicknames. Dr. Cyclops was his most common name. He was named that by teammate Jimmy Hill, who just saw a 1940 movie entitled Dr. Cyclops because of his thick glasses. He called him Dr. Cyclops. He was Max Manning was very close to his owner. The owner was Abe Manley. And it was actually co-owned by Abe and Eve Manley. Eve Manley is the only woman in the Hall of Fame, I believe. But Abe Manley called him Milio, which was a shortening of Maximilian, although his name wasn't Maximilian, it was Maxwell. And then when he pitched 4 seasons in Latin America, he picked up the nickname the Professor. He was called the Professor because of his thick glasses. And actually, when Max Manning retired, he had a long career as a school teacher. Joe DiMaggio steps into the box. Let's see if DiMaggio can get the Yankee offense started. He rolls a 1-6, so that's a ground ball to shortstop, picked up by Monty Irvin, and the throw to Pearson at first. DiMaggio's retired. He's 1 for 3. Joe Gordon rolls a 4-6, and that's a swing and a miss Strike 3, Joe Gordon has to grab some bench, 2 outs. Charlie Keller rolls a 2-1, and that's a fly out to right fielder Bob Harvey. So 3 up and 3 down for the Yanks. In the 6th inning, we go to the top of the 7th. Eagles up by 2. This inning is the fatigue point for Spud Chandler. If 3 bad things happen, his pitching grade will go down from A to B. John Cherokee Davis steps in for the Newark Eagles. He rolls a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. And 6-4 is a leadoff double for Cherokee Davis. That is only the 3rd hit for the Newark Eagles. He's in scoring position with nobody out, and the batter is Bob Harvey. His roll is a 6-6 roll. That's another hit column roll. And 54 is a 7. That's a base hit. That's going to score Davis from second base. And suddenly, Spud Chandler is tired. He's going to be at grade B. Newark takes a 3-0 lead in the top of the 7th inning. He got a runner at first. Nobody out. Here's Seabiscuit Wilkes. He rolls a 3-5. Base on balls to Wilkes. First and second for the Eagles. The Eagles have Chandler reeling. The batter is the 8th place hitter, Charles Ruffin. And his roll is a 6-4. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Max Manning. Not a real bad hitting card. He's got some 7s on there. And in fact, in 1946, Max Manning hit 275. We need another roll. We've gone through 6 rolls here. Here's the pitch to Max Manning. 1-3 roll is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 strikeout for Spud Chandler. And now we go to the top of the order. And Lonnie Pearson. Pearson's roll is a 5-1. And that's going to be trouble. Base hit for Lonnie Pearson, scoring Harvey from second base. Wilkes with 2 outs will make it to third. RBI single for Lonnie Pearson makes the score 4-0. Infield playing back. Here's Pat Patterson. Dangerous hitter here. Pat Patterson hit 307. 3-6 is a base on balls. And I'm going to have to grab the scoreboard disc. Eagles have the bases loaded, and the Yankees call timeout. Yankee bullpen is fresh. They got a complete game out of Tiny Bonham in the last game. Mark Brewer, grade C, Z pitcher, will be brought in to pitch. A control modifier looms large here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He's right-handed, and the batter, Monty Irvin's right-handed, so he'll be a grade B pitcher for this batter only. 2-2 roll for Monty Irvin. That's going to be off the sweet spot. There's a drive. It's off the top of the wall. And Monty Irvin has put a key in the merry-go-round. Wilkes scores. Marty Pearson from second scores. And Pat Patterson from first scores. It's going to be a triple and 3 RBIs for Monty Irvin. Newark Eagles 7 and the Yankees nothing. All those runs charged to Spud Chandler. Larry Doby comes up. 5-5 roll for Doby. That's a base hit. And the Eagles have hit around in the 7th inning. 8-0 Newark Eagles. Before this is said and done, I may have to go get a 20-sided die to keep score. Here's Cherokee Davis. 5-2 is a ground out to third. 5-3. So 10 men come to the plate. There were 6 runs on 5 hits. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's the Newark Eagles 8 and the New York Yankees nada. All right, this is the fatigue inning for Dr. Cyclops. 3 bad things happen. He'll go from a BYZ pitcher to a CYZ pitcher. And catcher Bill Dickey steps into the box for New York. He rolls a ball to second base. Larry Doby scoops and throws to first. 1 out. Red Wolf rolls a 2-2, and that's a 8 against a B pitcher. Fly out to center field. 2 outs. Yankees have only 2 hits in this game. Buddy Hassett rolls a 1-4, and that's a fly out to left field. So 3 up and 3 down for Manning. We go to the 8th. 8-0 Newark. Red Ruffing comes in to pitch the 8th inning for the Yankees, the veteran Yankee pitcher. 6'1.5" from Granville, Illinois. Grade C pitcher with no modifiers. He's pitching to Bob Harvey. 4-2 roll is a 40. Long drive to center field. DiMaggio at the wall leaps and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Wilkes. He rolls a 3-4. That's another fly out to Joe DiMaggio, less challenging. 2 outs. Charles Ruffin rolls a 5-1, and that is a, ground out to third base, 5-3. So the Eagles go meekly in the 8th. We go bottom of the 8th inning. 8-0 Newark. All right, the Yankees in the last of the 8th inning will have a pitch hitter batting for the pitcher Ruffing, and then Jim Turner is warming up in the bullpen. Twinkle Selkirk comes up the bat for New York. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Play made by Larry Doby. 1 down. Top of the order for New York and Phil Rizzuto. He rolls a 6-1, and that's a ground out to shortstop. 2 outs. And Tommy Heinrich rolls a 5-5. It's a fly out to center field. We go to the top of the 9th. 8-0 Newark. All right, the milkman, Jim Turner from Antioch, Tennessee, comes on the pitch for New York. He's a grade D pitcher, no modifiers. He was on the Reds rosters that won in 1939 and National League in 1940. He was a pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds in those days. Max Manning leads off for Newark in the top of the 9th inning. Max Manning rolls a 1-4, and that's a fly out to left field. 1 down. Top of the order for Newark, and Leonard Pearson steps into the box. He rolls a 2-4. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And now Pat Patterson. Patterson rolls a 3-6, base on balls. All right, Patterson takes first with 2 outs. Monty Irvin rolls a 4-6, and that is a 12. Ground out to third base. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees down by 8. Well, the Bronx Bombers in the 9th need base runners. They have DiMaggio, Gordon, and Keller coming to bat. DiMaggio rolls a 2-4, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Joe D will have to grab some bench. He was 1 for 4 in today's game with a double. Flash Gordon rolls a 5-6, and that is a 33. I think that's a strikeout. Yeah, Y strikeout, and Dr. Cyclops has that Y rating. Gordon caught looking. Joe Gordon grabs some bench. Charlie Keller rolls a 2-1, and that's a fly out to right field. Bob Harvey puts the squeeze on it, and that's the ball game. Final score, the Newark Eagles 8 and the New York Yankees nothing. The Newark Eagles become the new Kings of the Hill. All right, the Newark Eagles scored 8 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Yankees scored no runs on 2 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was Max Manning. It was 9 innings. Only gives up 2 hits and no runs. And the losing pitcher was Spud Chandler. Didn't have it today. 6 2/3 innings, gives up 7 runs. Final score, Newark Eagles 8 and the Yankees nothing. Newark Eagles become the new Kings of the Hill. They're going to take on the 1947 Brooklyn Dodgers in our next game. The MVP of this game would of course be Max Manning. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.